Hello everyone, welcome to biology class. In this class, we are going to see 9th standard biology chapter 20 organ system in animals. In the previous part of the video, we have seen in detail about digestive system, excretory system. In this part of the video, we are going to see about human reproductive system. So the capacity to reproduce, that is give birth to young one, is one of the most important characteristics of living beings. There is a distinct sexual dimorphism in human being. So what is sexual dimorphism? That is, easily we can distinguish the male sex from the female sex. So the males are visibly different from females in physical build-up, okay, that is the physique on seeing their body, external genital organs, okay, the genitalia or the genital organs, and secondary sexual characters. So based on these, we can easily recognize or distinguish male from female, and this feature is called sexual dimorphism. The reproductive systems of male and female consist of many organs which are distinguished as primary and secondary sex organs. So the primary sex organs are gonads, which produce gametes. The gametes are nothing but the sex cells and sex hormones. The secondary sex organs include the genital duct and the glands, and these ducts and the glands enable the transportation of gametes. So only when gametes are transported and the gamete, the male gamete, if it reaches the female gamete only, the reproduction process will take place. So these ducts and glands will help or aid in this process. The reproductive organs become functional after attaining sexual maturity. So like any other organ in the body, the reproductive organs are also found during the child development. But it attain a maturity, that is sexual maturity, only when puberty take place. So puberty is otherwise referred to as sexual maturity. So it becomes functional only after sexual maturity or puberty. The males attain sexual maturity around the age of 13 to 14 years, and female attain the sexual maturity at the age of 11 to 13 years. And this age is known as age of puberty, that is sexual maturity. During the sexual maturity, the hormonal changes will take place. In case of both male and females, hormonal changes will take place and secondary sexual characters develop under the influence of these hormones. So the sexual characters, secondary sexual characters that are formed, okay, will clearly distinguish whether an individual has become sexually mature. Now let's see the male reproductive system. The human male reproductive system consists of testes. The testes are the male reproductive organ, otherwise referred to as sex organ. And also the reproductive system consists of scrotum, vas deferens, urethra, penis and accessory glands. First we are going to see about testes. So what is testes? So testes is the male reproductive organ. So testes are pair. Pair means two. It lies outside the abdominal cavity. So it is not inside the abdominal cavity. It lies outside the abdominal cavity of the male. The testes are the male gonad. Gonad is nothing but reproductive organ. So the testes are the male reproductive organ or sex organ. So this testis, the male reproductive organ, will produce the male gamete. The male gametes are referred to as sperm. And other than that, the testes are also involved in the production of the male sex hormones. The male sex hormone is referred to as testosterone. So two functions this testes have. One is they produce the male sex cell or male gamete called sperm, and also it produces the sex hormone, the male sex hormone called testosterone. Along the inner side of each testis lies a mass of coiled tubule. So these coiled tubule is referred to as epididymis. And the Sertoli cells of the testis provide nourishment to the developing sperms. So nourishment is nothing but nutrition. So the nutrition for the developing sperms is provided by Sertoli cells. Next is scrotum. So what is scrotum? So it is a loose pouch-like sac of skin. So this scrotum is divided internally into right and left scrotal sacs by muscular partition. Partition means division. So internally it will have right and left partition. The two testes lie in the respective scrotal sacs. That is, in the right scrotal sacs you have one testis, and the left scrotal sac you have one testis. And it also contains many nerves and blood vessels. The scrotum acts as a thermoregulator organ and provides an optimum temperature for the formation of sperms. So for the sperms, proper production of sperm, it needs an optimum temperature, so which was regulated by means of the scrotal sac. The sperms develop at a temperature 1 to 3 degrees Celsius lower than the normal body temperature. This is the reason why the testis is not found inside the abdominal cavity, because our body temperature, at that body temperature, the sperms cannot be produced or cannot be functional. That's why the testis is found outside the abdominal cavity, inside the scrotum. The next is vas deferens. So vas deferens is nothing but a straight tube. So this tube carries the sperms to the seminal vesicle. Okay, so here you could see this is the seminal vesicle. So to the seminal vesicle, the sperm has to be carried. So it is produced in testis, and through the epididymitis it reaches the vas deferens. The sperms are stored in the seminal plasma of the seminal vesicle, and it is rich in fructose, calcium and enzymes. And fructose is a source of energy for the sperm. And the vas deferens along with the seminal vesicles opens into ejaculatory duct. So ejaculatory duct is nothing but through this duct only the sperm will be expelled out. Okay, so out of the body the sperm will be expelled out. So along with the secretions from the seminal vesicles into the urethra. So urethra, what is urethra? We will see. It is urethra, it is contained inside the penis. So this part is referred to as the penis. It conveys the sperm from the vas deferens. It passes through the urethral opening. So through the penis only it will have the urethral opening through which it will be ejaculated or expelled out. The accessory glands associated with the male reproductive system are seminal vesicles, prostate gland, Cowper's gland. So the secretions of these glands form seminal fluid which mixes with the sperm to form the semen. Because for the transport of sperm, it needs a medium. So this medium is provided by the semen. And this fluid also provides nutrition. So along with the nutrition, it helps in the transport of the sperms. Do you know? The sperm is the smallest cell in the male body. A normal male produces more than 500 billion sperm cells in his lifetime. And the process of formation of sperm is known as spermatogenesis. Okay, genesis means formation. Spermatogenesis is nothing but formation of sperms. Next, we are going to learn about female reproductive system. So, the female reproductive system consists of ovary, they are the primary female sex organ, oviduct, uterus and vagina. So, how you have a pair of testes in male as male reproductive organ or male gonad, in the same way for female, the female gonad or female reproductive organ or female sex organ is nothing but a pair of ovaries. A pair of almond shaped ovary. So here you could find these are the ovaries. So it is almond shaped in structure. It is located in the lower part of abdominal cavity near the kidney in female. The ovaries are the female gonad. So the female gonad or the female reproductive organ, it produces female gamete. The female gamete is referred to as egg or ova and secrete the female sex hormone. How? In case of male, it produces both the male gametes and the hormone. Similarly, this ovary also produces the female sex cell called egg and also the female sex hormones estrogen and progesterone. A mature ovary contains a large number of ova in different stages of development. Next is fallopian tube or oviduct. So they are the paired tubes, it originating from the uterus, one on either side. So this is the uterus. So it originates from the uterus, one on either side. The terminal part of the fallopian tube is funnel shaped with finger-like projection. The terminal means end part. So it is funnel shaped and it has some finger-like projections. So these finger-like projections are referred to as fimbriae. Okay, the finger-like projections are referred to as fimbriae and fimbriae lies near the ovary. The fimbriae will pick up the ovum released from the ovary. So this fimbriae is going to, the ovary will produce the ovum or the egg, and this will be picked up by the fimbriae and it will be pushed into the fallopian tube. So through the fallopian tube only, from the ovary through this fallopian tube, the egg will reach the ampulla. Okay, I'll tell you what is that. So next is uterus. Uterus is a pear-shaped muscular hollow structure. Okay, so this is a uterus. It is found in the pelvic cavity. It lies between the urinary bladder and the rectum. And development of the fetus occurs inside the uterus. So here only the fetus, the young one, will develop. The narrower lower part of uterus is called cervix, and this cervix will lead into the vagina. The uterus narrows down into a hollow muscular tube called vagina. It connects the cervix and the external genitalia. So this vagina, it receives the sperms and also, so through this only from the male, the sperm will enter and also it acts as birth canal during childbirth. The process is called as parturition. The fertilization of the sperm and the egg will take place in the region called ampulla, which is found here in the fallopian tube. So this place only the fertilization, that is fusion of sperm and egg, take place. And more to know, an ovum is the largest human cell and the process of formation of ova or the egg is referred to as oogenesis. Genesis means formation, oogenesis, formation of ova. So in this part of the video, we have seen in detail about the male and the female reproductive system. Meet you in the next video. Thank you.